Oh, baby, Activision is feeling the absolute squeeze. Activision is scrambling, and it looks like they might be trying to get their cod goat, the milk that they supply the community with. Another tug and squeeze. Overwatch 2 is trying to go through another renaissance era. It's absolutely insane. But Activision, or more specifically, I should say Blizzard, but it's all Activision. It's all the same. It's Microsoft now. It's probably feeling the heat from Marvel Rivals right now because it directly challenges Overwatch in a way that few games have ever done before. And here's why Activision may be worried. Now, I got a little interview with here. I'm not going to tell you who he is. Okay, his name's nameless. It literally is his channel. I'll put it down in the description. I have a few interview questions for him. We'll get to that at the end of this video's point. Let me know what you guys think about it, by the way. If I do more stuff like this, go to other creators, reach out to other people in the community. But I'm thinking this is going to directly impact Call of Duty and its relations with its player base, acquisitions, all that other kind of stuff. Big words, big words, big. I don't know how to use them. All right, number one, biggest direct competitor yet. Now, Marvel Rivals is shaping up to be a hero shooter with team-based combat just like Overwatch, and it's the biggest and baddest one there ever has been, right? Unlike previous Overwatch competitors like Paladins, Battleborn, and all these other stupid little ones, this one has Marvel characters. You got Spider-Man, you got Iron Man, like fan favorite. You know, it comes with massive built-in fan appeal. Absolutely insane. People know Iron Man, people know the Winter Soldier, people know Captain America, Spider-Man. They know these characters, so there already is some sort of sentimental attachment to their favorite. The Hulk and everything, insane. Overwatch does not have that. Overwatch had to build the community with the game being launched. It was a big risk, a high risk $60 investment to see if you even find anything with the characters that you like. Number two, Marvel's global appeal. We talked a little bit about this, about already having some kind of sentimental attachment, but with Overwatch having a strong fan base, Marvel is a billion-dollar juggernaut with characters people have loved for decades, and it's also a shooter where you can play as Spider-Man, Iron Man, Wolverine. It's literally an instant draw. It's literally an instant pull, and it's literally something when I joined, I immediately signed up for Iron Man. I chose him right away. I don't even know how to play him, and he's my favorite character right now to play as. He's easy, he's fun, spunky, got that little laser cannon thing. I open up that big web or whatever, maximum drive or whatever. I don't even know what it's called. I love it. But yeah, that's something Overwatch didn't have. And I was a Junkrat man on Overwatch. But I will say Overwatch kind of looked a little better than Marvel Rivals. If they could just do a little upgrade in the graphics department. But it's supposed to look like a comic book, so I get it. I understand it. Now, three, we're going to be going into the business side of things with Activision. Blizzard's recent struggles, like Overwatch 2, have been hit with criticism over monetization, a lack of fresh content, and disappointing PvE promises. How many times have we been told that, oh, we're going to revamp, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, it's going to be better, we're going to fix this, we're going to bring back loot back. The new update for Overwatch? Absolutely. We'll be getting in that a little bit. But players are looking for alternatives, and Marvel Rivals is literally right there. Huge, tempting option, and the majority of the player base on Marvel Rivals is former. They're not superhero fans. They are in a way, though. They love the Marvel's movies, but they are the majority of the Overwatch fan base, if you will. Now, for the NetEase versus Blizzard beef, Marvel Rivals is being made by NetEase, the same company that Blizzard split from in China in a messy breakup. So they have everything against them now. They have every right to go after them. We're going to give 110% of our effort to make sure you don't come back into the market space. Your hero shooter market space, NetEase is going to make sure Blizzard doesn't. Now, NetEase has experience with Blizzard style games. It could use the knowledge to make a true Overwatch killer. They've a lot of gaming experience, a lot of franchise development there, and they went the way of the dodo because Blizzard said, hey, we're cutting you from the chain. We don't need you. So they picked it up. Marvel Rivals. Marvel was like, hey, guess what? Hey, NetEase, we're a billion-dollar franchise. We make billions and billions a year. We got a new movie coming out. Fantastic Four is getting revamped. A whole bunch of stuff coming out. Why don't you just... Now, 5, fresh gameplay features. While we don't know everything yet, Marvel Rivals is teasing destructible environments, interactive maps, and team abilities. It's there. It's all there. The tease was real. It could push the hero shooters way, way in the front of Overwatch. And the destructible environments are like kind of there, but also kind of not there, if that makes sense. Just certain things. It really changes the battlefield. Like certain bridges, I just knock out right away as Iron Man, and it's an instant POV line of sight that I could use. But what's next? Is it too early to say if Marvel Rivals will actually dethrone Overwatch? Do you think it already has? The competition is real. Blizzard might have to step up their game to keep players from jumping ship completely. Would you swap Overwatch for Marvel Rivals? Or if you have swapped Overwatch for Marvel Rivals, let me know. Do you think Overwatch still has a chance of coming back? Now, I have a few questions I needed to ask this YouTuber here. His name is nameless. Go subscribe to him. I'll put a channel link in the description. Now, one, how are loot boxes a net positive and negative to the ecosystem of an online game? Cosmetic characters, battle passes, leveling up, ranks, everything, etc. I see. Now, would this Overwatch update effectively combat Marvel rivals? If so, will Activision take it up a notch for other IPs like Call of Duty to combat against the upcoming Battlefield games?
I don't know if it will effectively combat it. It depends on how the game continues overall. Because if it stays like this and it just basically does nothing after this 1 year of updates, it will die off immediately. So it depends on how they handle themselves in the long run. And it depends on how all these updates that they have for the rest of the year are going to go. But they definitely seem like they are definitely trying.
Would an Overwatch 2 return to form bring back many of the loyal players that have already jumped ship to Marvel rivals? And will it revive the former flame of the old guard community in Overwatch? Esports, content creation, YouTube video essay, cut comms. Just give me a little example of that.
So do I think it will bring back to form? I don't think Overwatch 2 will ever go back to what it used to be, because as it used to be like the dominating game in terms of FPS shooters. I mean, if you would have to be around during 2016 in order to like see how big Overwatch was. Not even just like regular gaming, but esports and other things. So I don't think it will ever reach that. I think the only game that I think will reach that is Marvel Rivals, just because it's a new and fresh game. Now, do I think Overwatch, if it continues to do the good things like it is, like with perks or loot boxes or anything of the sort, it really does depend. It really does. I do think that they are definitely helping themselves out. I mean, I think they had recently like a huge spike in terms of player base and gaming recently, just because of the things that have been happening. But yeah, I don't think we'll ever go back to what it used to be. I think that might grow if they follow and keep the same pace and keep doing the things that they're doing. I don't think it will ever like 100% die. So I think they need somebody to be a good competitor to force them into that state. It happens all the time in gaming. But yeah, that's my opinion. A lot of people bring up the point that like Overwatch is getting desperate because of more rivals, and I don't necessarily see that as a bad thing. Yeah, sure, there might be some negative connotations to it, but I don't typically see it as a bad thing. I think it's like one of those things where like I am hoping that there is a competitor. I am hoping that there is somebody who forces Overwatch to basically panic and start doing things that they should have, because they got way too comfortable being kind of the kings of the hero shooter genre, and I think it's pretty and it makes me very happy to see them actually like do this. Will it affect other Activision games to like try to do things better? I think they need a competitor. I think if Call of Duty, for example, wants to do things better and do what people have been asking for, I think that they need a competitor to force them into that state. I think that happens a lot in gaming, where a company or a game gets really comfortable being the number one game in this world, where they know that they will sell multiple copies and people will still tune into their games because they're a popular game. I think that's happening with Call of Duty.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening, watching, and subscribing. I'll see you all in the next one. I'll see you all tomorrow. I love you. Be good, be kind, be safe to each other. It's been your boy Horizon, and we are out of here.
Through the city streets